Oh, you kidding me or what, guy? We're here. It's episode 244 of the Midnight in the Bay podcast. I'm your host, Alex Woody, your favorite Woody. Move over, Woody Allen. Move over, Woody Harrelson. You're going to drop the light, guy. And I guess you guys can tell he's messing with the light. We've got the Spawn, the next generation, the one that's going to carry on the last name Woody. Give it up for my son, Nicholas Woody. I can already tell this is a bad mistake. He's like, what do I talk about? I said, I have no idea. Every time I do this podcast, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Also, here's something I want to talk about. I do want to thank everyone that came out to the shows over the weekend, all 6 of you. That was really fun. I love performing for comedy for hardly anyone. It's a blast. Yeah, it's a blast. You know, you get to know the crowd finally. I found out that Ethel is going in for surgery on Tuesday. So that's a blast. That's fun. She told me to wear sunglasses if I ever cut onions. That'll help with the crying. So it's fun to learn tips from the audience members, and it's fun to get to know them. Huh? What?
To get to know them.
Well, I don't really like to get to know them. They're kind of annoying, but you know, I like people coming out to shows, so you get to say stuff like that. You know, you say I love you. I'll do anything if you buy me something. You know what I'm talking about?
Kinda.
Oh, Dad, I'll love you a million. I feel like you've said that. I'll love you a million times if you buy me this thing.
I've said that.
You have said that. If you hear any frying in the background, it's my wife slaving right away cooking. She's my slave, and it's exactly what's supposed to happen. I mean, when I bought her and married her, this is the paperwork her dad gave me. Yes, I did. I bought her, and Grandpa Jose gave me paperwork.
Money.
I know, she's not money, she's a product.
He's a woman.
Don't you know how marriage works? You buy your woman. How do you know?
I don't.
Bam, exactly. Skull in the youth. That's what we do here. So I bought your mom. Just wanted to let you know that. How much was she? Well, she's standing right there, so.
Dollars.
Well, it's installments, Nick. So basically, I had to pay a big sum of money up front, and then every year I pay a little bit of money to Grandpa Jose, and then eventually I'll pay that off, and your mom will be 100% mine. See, that's why when Grandpa Jose comes over, I'm on my best behavior, because that's technically she's still his slave. You know what I mean? Like right now, you're my slave. You have to do whatever I say, or you're in trouble.
What if you say I have to jump off a bridge? From 4,000 feet.
You jump off the bridge 1,000 feet.
You want me to die?
No, I'll make sure you have a parachute.
Okay.
Now, okay, hypothetically, if there's a bomb attached to you, some bad guy put a bomb on you, and there's a bunch of people on that bridge, and we couldn't defuse the bomb, I'd probably say, sorry, Nick, you do have to die, but it's because you're going to save a bunch of people. And then I would say, jump off the bridge. You think that's fair?
No.
No? You just kill everyone? That's my boy. Selfish like daddy. I love it. Yeah, because when I've seen you play basketball. You're really good at sports, and I wonder sometimes. Duh. You hear the way the youth talks? Now stop shaking the table because you're shaking the camera. You're gonna make people queasy at home. Yeah, he's definitely my son. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. There's nothing left in there.
Look at that.
All right, cut it open. Get a spoon. We have bobas.
You have a sushi from a boba place. Does not make sense.
Yeah, because I drink the boba too fast. One time I got boba and I got all the balls stuck in my throat. And then Mom had to press on my stomach, and I looked like a Pez dispenser. I was just boba shooting all over the place, hit the cat in the face. You didn't see that?
Nope.
I think I have had boba.
But you
Yeah, so you can't say that. School and the Youth. That's to be the name of the episode. School and the Youth. No, what? Oh, I thought you said the S word. Now, there is a word we don't say in my house. The F word. I'm not talking about that F word. What's the F word we don't say in this house?
Fart.
No, we say fart a lot.
Food.
No, we say food a lot. Especially when the slave over there in the kitchen's cooking. Fat. We don't say fat in our house. Medium size. Chubby. I think chubby's appropriate. Fat is too painful. It makes people cry when you call and you never call yourself fat. It's proper talk. Yeah, I feel like you can call yourself fat if you're fat, right? Now let me ask you a question, Nick. Can you make fun of people that are fat if you're fat?
No.
Hey, we're testing them. We want him to be a good kid. We don't want him to be a bad kid like this. Okay. Pointing at myself. Okay, so we've discussed the fat. I always like to incorporate the word fat or talk about being fat on the podcast. If I would have it my way, the podcast would be called Being Fat, but my wife didn't let me. She said you need to talk to yourself better. And can you stop doing that with the boba? By the way, the boba came out of the blue. The boba craze. There was no boba when I was a kid. We went to 7-Eleven and had slushies. And I got a slushie. And all of a sudden, boba came along.
Boba place.
You know how lazy I am. Boba's closer.
No, it's not.
This kid has no sense of direction. I'll give him book smarts, but sense of direction. 7-Eleven is by Joe's house.
Kinda.
The people out there that don't have kids are like, you know what? I think we're onto something. I think we're onto something right now. They're not. Are kids cool?
Yeah.
Are kids really great? No. Now let me ask you a question. Has anyone ever bullied you at school? Kinda. And how do you handle bullies?
I stand up for myself.
So what's standing up for oneself? If they punch you, you punch them?
I've never someone and yeah.
Hey, yeah. You know what? If someone punches you, you punch them even harder. And you punch them in the penis. The wife's looking at me. Well, wife, I mean slave, is looking at me. Don't give me that look.
I'm not even looking at you.
I know, she looks at me. She's like, oh my God, I could have been married to an NFL player. Could have been married to Boza. Stop. We have to share the mic. Because this is a low production podcast. Yeah, we don't have the Jake Paul money. We don't have the Mr. Beast money. Sorry, guy.
But I used to watch Mr. Beast.
Here's the deal, guy. A wise man once said something. That man was Drake. You know what he said? Started from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team, I think effing here, now the home team's here. How's it go? Okay.
Bottom, now the whole team's here.
Show off, this guy knows the lyrics to every rap song. I forget lyrics because I have so much importance going on in my brain. I'm so important. I think about calculations and I think about mass
You think about diarrhea and poopy.
and I think about mass and the construction of man.
Thought about that in school. Not now.
And Nick, do you think I'm smarter than a fifth grader?
No.
You're hearing it here first, the brutal truth. The truth you guys knew. This. Do you think I'm mentally handicapped?
Maybe.
I know, I was kind of thinking the same thing the other day.
Maybe.
Is there any questions you want to ask me?
What's your name?
I want you to go to your room. I'm really upset with you right now.
How can I?
You're stuck in here. You can't. My name is Poohhead. You know, I bring the kid on. We want to have a serious debate about physics and the mathematic revolution of Ira Einstein and Edward Snowden hands. And all right, so let me ask you a question, Nick. And I want you to think about this, okay? Have you ever screamed in a towel when you pooped?
Of course.
Of course. You hear it here first, folks. Even the kids scream in the towel when they have bad poos. Like 3 times, ever. In 9 years. I thought you were 19. I mean, we're going to have to sign a waiver here. And you know what? You're good at sports. And I don't know where you get that from because I'm horrible at sports. I actually asked your mom, I want a DNA test. I want to know who your dad is. Who's your real dad? I'm your real dad? Yes, I do have the diver. Tiki ladies. I am officially getting old. Oh yeah, pop 2 pills today. Antibiotics. Yeah. I'm dancing with the kids in the raves with the antibiotics. Now, you know, had the diver, and you know what? I love it. I got diverticulitis. Perfect. Have you seen me? I look like the kid that ate too much chocolate in Willy Wonka. I look like him grown up. You were supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna teach you about being an adult. You're supposed to say, "No, you look great. You look great." So let's practice that again. I look like the chubby kid from Willy Wonka who ate all that chocolate.
Yeah, you look great pooping.
Ew, you've seen me poop? Which, by the way, speaking of poop, I want to tell you guys a quick story. This kid, when he was really, oh my, ow! She's cutting my she's mad because I turn around the camera. She doesn't want you guys to know our recipe for gumbo.
It's not gumbo.
No, stop, Nick.
I'm pointing at what?
And she's cutting wieners with a scissors, and she said, "Don't look." But no, this kid. I don't know if you remember when you were little. You used to make me read to you and tell you stories when you pooped. And as he got older, it started getting more difficult until one day I passed out and they had to call the ambulance because the methane was so strong in there, and it got into my mouth and my nose and my eardrum.
Okay, let's talk about this. Who has the strongest fart here?
I would say the cat's farts are pretty strong.
Hazy?
But I will say this, that's probably a lie. I blame a lot of my farts on the cat. Actually, the cat probably doesn't even fart. So seen and smelled the cat fart? So I think it goes this in the household. You ready? I think it goes me, you, and then the slave cooking in the kitchen, aka your mom.
What about Hazy?
I've never smelled a hazy fart. Have you smelled a hazy fart, babe? That's not what I asked. No, I think it's a myth that cats fart. I'm breaking the news right now. Cats do not fart, just like how we all know women don't poo. How do you know?
Mom takes sometimes a long time in the bathroom. That's how I know.
I don't think she's pooping in there. She's probably doing her makeup, right?
She would tell me.
Are you telling me your mom poos? I want a refund. I want her out of here. Give me a woman that poos. Doesn't. Sorry. No, I'll keep her. She's great. She's lovely. I'll handle the poop. Just don't make me eat it, babe. Don't ever make me eat it. So that's the fart cycle. Now everyone knows. I think everyone has unsubscribed to the podcast already. I think that's what happened. But we do have some news articles we'll get to here in a sec.
I will tell you something after the news articles too.
Well, then should we just get?
About you, but after the news article.
Should we just get to the news articles right now? Well, what do we? Okay, wait. Okay. News articles of the week. Here we go. I only shower every 10 days, and I don't care if you think I stink. Oh, I think you can relate to this one. No comment. Very smart kid. Showering is something that most partake in a daily, but one woman is claiming she regularly goes over a week without bathing, and she has never felt better. And Dan, yeah, that kind of name. Yeah, you're not showering. Dan Jane, 23, has both. What is that word, Nick? Do you know what that word is? Okay, we're gonna skip that word. I'm not smarter than a fourth grader. Basically, people are disgusted with this woman because she reveals she only showers every 10 days. I'm living proof that you don't have to bathe often to look and feel good. Now she could be lying because she went viral. Okay, she's got 2.9 million views. She calls herself the girl who doesn't shower and shows. Okay, this is getting gross. She shows that time of the month online. So you know what? This lady. Okay, look how crazy this lady looks. Yeah, here's the deal though. There's so many people in the world. There's probably some guy that doesn't shower, or some person, friends that she can have. Yeah, they're called the homeless. Yeah, she's hanging out with the homeless because who wants to hang out with someone that doesn't shower? You don't? Well, you don't shower.
I do.
How often you shower?
Every night.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Sometimes more, like sometimes less, but like I mostly shower more than her.
So this lady, if you guys aren't watching the video, there's a picture of her. She says, haven't showered in 10 days, and she's proud of herself. Now that's good. She's proud of herself. I'll sometimes take a picture of my poos and send it to friends and just say I'm proud. Are you in the bathroom watching me? Do you have a camera in there?
No, I don't.
Thank God, because you would have seen a lot of crying. You want to see your dad cry, right?
No.
Have you ever seen your dad cry?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Help me. So this lady doesn't shower. And here's a quote from her. When you smell, it's time to take a shower. She said, adding that the bacteria that causes body odor occurs alongside the same ones that cause infections. Yeah, that's why we shower. This lady, she must not do anything because who doesn't smell after 10 days? She must be the laziest person in the world. Well, good point. You think she just has a condition where she doesn't sweat? She was pretty small. You know what? A lot of small people, look at, she's pretty skinny. A lot of skinny people don't sweat. I've met some skinny people that don't sweat. But I think she's lying about smelling. I mean, she looks like she's single. Doesn't look like she has a partner, and she looks scary actually. So, lady, shower for God's sakes, or my son and I are gonna come over there and kick your ass. Oh, sorry, butt. We're gonna kick your butt. Subway offers free sandwiches for life for fans who get foot-long tattoo. All right, I like Subway. You like Subway, right?
Kinda.
What do you usually get at Subway?
Tuna sandwich.
Oh my God, do you know what they put in the tuna?
No.
Well, it's not tuna. I tell you that. You're eating people's fingers and stuff.
I get the bacon, and or I get the steak with the sauce, and then onions, and then or I get the bacon and
Okay, we're
pepperoni
all right. Well,
and pepperoncinis.
yes. Well, that's what everyone gets. That's the best sandwich you could possibly have. You're on. So I like Subway, and surprise, we're clean out your bank account, and I'm gonna get a Subway sandwich tattooed on me. What do you think about that?
Where?
So apparently, to get the free Subway sandwich for life, it's not just one sandwich. This is free sandwiches for life. You have to get a 12 by 12, like the sandwich, 12-inch, on your sternum, which at first I thought sternum was penis area, but apparently that's your chest, or back, and you will receive a sandwich for life. I want to get this. I want on my back.
On your back.
Actually, the chest is cooler. Just a long Subway sandwich on the chest. How cool would that be? Would you have it down the chest or across? Actually, I would get 2 sandwiches and make a cross because Subway's a religious experience to me.
What if like they give you the life for sandwiches, so they give you like a 1,000-foot sandwich?
Well, that would be really cool. Like you get your lifetime of sandwiches just in one sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh my, you're brilliant. You know that? Move over, Elon Musk. He's brilliant. I would do that. But this is the next tattoo I'm getting. I'll probably get the Italian BMT tattooed on me with the Italian urban cheese bread. That's a really good one. But get this, I don't even have to eat the sandwiches because the person that gets the foot-long tattoo receives a one-time payment of $50,000 worth of gift cards. Are you kidding me or what, guy? But here's my thing. They're going to have to give me more than $50,000 worth of gift cards because guess what, guy? I eat more than the normal person. So you better give me $100,000 worth of gift cards because that's how many sandwiches I would eat. You know what I mean? Moving on. Arnold Schwarzenegger deliberately farted in my face, actress claims. You know who Arnold is? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Is that the Arnold Palmer guy?
No, a different Arnold. Arnold Palmer was a golfer.
Yeah, I know. I thought you.
This guy was in that last action hero movie. He's like a buff dude from like the 90s. Let's take a listen.
He's a Republican, which I don't like, and he was actually quite rude. He farted in my face. Now, I fart, of course I do, but I don't fart in people's faces.
Lady, don't hate on something you haven't tried. That's all I'm going to say. Right? So apparently, on the
Oh yeah, I know that.
on the set of a movie back in the day, Arnold Schwarzenegger walked by one of the actresses who kind of looks like Papa the Smurf, and deliberately, didn't do it on accident, deliberately farted in her face. I want to know, deliberately, did he put his butt like up in the air and spread them? Because when I fart in your face, I usually spread my cheeks. You know that, right?
Maybe one time you farted on my head. One time my head was on the bed and you sat on my head.
I sat on your head.
with your butt.
Oh, I've done that before. Yeah, that's a wrestling move.
See me, and you sat on my head, like
Well-
right here.
Well, that's called an accident.
Yeah. Why are you keeping an eye?
I don't know. Eyes are itchy. And also, the slave in the kitchen is using spices from other countries that's making my white eyes. And, you know, don't put your fingers in the food. That's my food. No, she can't eat that. She only can eat cat food.
You.
I'm just purposely doing this so she jumps over the table, attacks me, and this podcast goes viral.
Okay.
So now we're done with the news portions of the podcast. We've got a little bit more time. What do we talk about, Guy? Oh, here we go. We got a question here. We'll answer one of these questions from the emails I got here from the Midnight in the Bay. Send us your questions, midnightinthebay.podcast@gmail.com. Let's read this question here. I got a question here. It says, what do you do if your girlfriend's in the car with her parents and you have to fart and the windows don't work in your car? He signs.
No. You push your butt really hard down on the chair and then fart, and so nobody hears it. And you just do that for a long time.
And that holds in the smell?
Yeah.
Have you done this?
Yeah.
Have you done this in the car with me?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. 'Cause
Mostly I don't do it because I want you to smell it.
there he is. There's the real reason. Well, devil horns right there. Okay, that's all the questions we had emailed to us this week. Not that popular of a show.
Hello.
Are you having fun?
Maybe.
Okay, ask me some questions and I'll answer them.
Okay. Let me think.
Real questions, whatever you have.
Why do you like pooping? Why do you like saying the word poop?
Well, when you don't pay attention in school and you don't finish college, your thinking isn't as grand as most people, and the only things that come to mind is food and pooping.
Why did you walk like Michael Jackson dancing when you had a hernia?
I don't know if that's correct. I don't know how to moonwalk, but
Walk like this.
yeah, I was walking like a robot. I was walking like a robot. Why I was doing that? To look cool. Well, here's the thing. When you have an injury, it gives you a hernia is an injury.
The virus.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't even know what it is. Has to do with a muscle and something poking out. It's not supposed to be poking out.
It wasn't poking. You just felt it. That hurt.
So when you're hurt, it gives you an excuse to look like a goofball, and so I purposely was walking like that. No, I wasn't purposely. But honestly, I was walking like, side to side, almost like I was on like roller skates, and I kind of miss it.
Right.
Walking regular stinks. It's so boring. Like I might just change up my walking style, Like start walking slow, moving a shoulder. It might build up my confidence. You know what I mean? If you're walking with a little style and stuff, people look at you differently. Oh my God, look at that guy. He's cool.
Great.
Ask me another question.
How you feeling?
Kind of bored. I'm not really doing much.
Too.
I'm really bored.
I want to do balloon fight.
Balloon fight.
We have 4 balloons.
Well, I'd rather play balloon fight than paintball fight. Those are painful.
We don't have paintball guns.
Yeah, thank God.
We don't have a center to play paintball guns.
You just play around here.
Okay.
No, we're not playing around here. You're gonna hurt me. You're gonna shoot me in the eyes. I'm gonna go blind. I'm gonna have to learn piano so I can make a living as an artist.
Yep.
Well, can you tell me a story? Tell me a story now. I'm bored. Tell me a story. A real one. It better be exciting.
Okay. One time, my dad played 2K22 NBA. He was the Warriors. And I was 99 overall, team 76ers. So when we went in the game, I destroyed him.
Horrible story and really painful. I don't want to think about that memory of you whooping my butt in basketball. Give me another story.
One time, me and my dad played Madden 22. It was fun, but dumb.
See, you guys are realizing this kid's gonna have to find someone else to read with. We play a lot of video games. We do a lot of video games.
I read Hardy Boys.
He reads the Hardy Boys. Can you tell me a joke?
2 plus 2 is 22.
That's not a joke. That's actually real. Yeah, it is. 2 plus 2 is 22. Duh. That's the show. I don't. It's not. You want to keep going? All right. Ask me a real question. Okay. A real question is something you want to know.
What's 100 million times 100 billion trillion million?
I should have said we're not doing math.
God. What's E times 7?
Like I said, we're not doing math. Okay?
Key.
Ask me a question that you want to know about adults. You want to know about cars. I mean, whatever. Ask me something you want to know.
What does alcohol taste like?
That's what it tastes like. No. It's really bitter and it's horrible for you. Don't do it. It's not fun. It's no. Don't do cocaine either. Drugs are bad. Boba's good. Boba's good. That's what they tell us though. But you know what is in boba? Aliens. Aliens. That's how they're gonna take over. They're coming from the boba. Everyone's like, they're from the sky. No, they're from the water. No, they're from the boba. Where did boba come from? It just showed up one day. Oh, I don't know. We think it's from Asia. No one knows. It just showed up and then it disappeared. Remember, they're having a hard time getting boba to stores. I think it was during the same time we were talking about the aliens really intensely. So there's a correlation. I'm no book expert, but correlation. So yeah, alcohol. Hey babe, Nick asked me what does alcohol taste like. Nice. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I went to the parent handbook and I was like, it's horrible. It's bad for you. It's bitter. All right, so ask me another question, Nick. Something you want to know.
don't. No, no. Why do you like to be on your no Madden?
Why do I like no Madden? Well, great question. Really to the point. Why do I like I like playing as something I'm not. Oh, cool. Now I can run 99 speed. Oh, cool. I can hurt someone without getting hurt. It's a blast.
What's your favorite food? Nope, don't take it away.
I like kid brains.
Why don't you?
Hey, slaves can't say wrap up the podcast. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. This is the end of the podcast. This is what we do. We have a guest, and then we take a poo. I'm the dad. I'm the man. Rapping is with the sleight of hand. Yeah, I love rapping. I love it. And I love this podcast, and I love that you guys subscribed. I hope you don't unsubscribe from this podcast. I hope you learned something. And really think about having kids before you have them. That's been me, the dad, the host, Alex Woody, and that's been my co-host. This guy,
Nick.
Nick the King. LeBron, he's coming for you. That's the show. Thanks, guys.